One live to the next. One live to the next. It's part 2, chat. Is part 2. And we're back. I do got to update the goal, though, because the goal is higher. 855 plus 863. Whoop, not what that was supposed to say. There we go. All right, guys. Hey, J-Man, thank you so much for the gifted, bro. Thank you so much, dude. No, the last stream did really, really well, guys. Yeah, I mean, fuck, we ended with almost 30,000 views, but 11,000 watch hours. We streamed for 11 hours and 59 minutes. It was a hefty stream. The thumbnail is, because I knew this would be a haul. I knew it was going to be nice and exhausting. So I made sure the thumbnail looked like me looking very exhausted. And A Devil Squid, thank you so much for the 5, bro. Thank you so much for the 5. Did I get a nap? Yeah, I just took a nap just now in between streams. Yep. Took a little break. Took a little break in between streams. Yeah, I feel like I gave up. You know, I didn't really want to take a break, but yeah, I took a pretty good break in between streams. But again, J-Man, thank you so much, brother, for the gifted. A Devil, thank you so much for the 5. Crusader Gal, thank you for the 5. About to end, we just started. We've only been live for 3 minutes, baby. 3 minutes. Yeah, if I would have, so it wouldn't really be a true marathon if I took a break. So that's why we just like boom, boom, right into the next. I do have to use the bathroom. That is actually about to happen, but I wanted to make sure I got this up and running. It's like it never went away, chat. We literally went from 800 over there to 800 here, just boom, like that, quick, crazy. Yeah, we'll be doing some more car dealer sim tomorrow. That'll be our starter game. And Phil Greeley, thank you so much, brother. How you doing tonight, man? Thank you so much for the huge super chat, bro. That's crazy, dude. Happy birthday, brother, from another. I appreciate it, dude. Soon it's not gonna be my birthday though, chat. Like soon it's gonna not be my birthday. Kid Nixon with the super chat says, fill the screen, green peoples, dude. The fact that we're at like 860 a lot of members, it's wild. It's actually wild. So we got to remember the number 863 because that's the number I gotta plus up every time. Just remember 863, chat. So anytime I adjust it, I have to do 863 members plus whatever members are on this stream that we gained. We're already plus 18. So yeah, you guys are fucking amazing. Paris with the membership. Hey, what's going on? Welcome, brother. Thank you so much, dude. Humble Beast with the 24 months, 2 years. Happy birthday, B. Love the content as always. No point in setting a goal if you just give up. Hey, you're right. You're right, Humble. The thing is when I looked at the 1,000, right? Like I thought I was gonna do the goal for 500. Like I thought 500 was like a reasonable, like realistic goal. And then I asked chat, and then other people were throwing crazy numbers, and I kind of remembered like our like highest stream we ever had, and then like random Tuesdays we'll get like 200 members. So I was just like 500. I was like, okay, we'll do 1,000, even though I thought it was kind of ridiculous. We went with it anyways, and I guess for me it was like getting as close as we did was like, yo, we got super close. I was like, yeah, I'm good with it. But then I was like, yeah, what's the point of setting a goal if you're just gonna, fall short? But Paris, hey, thank you so much for the gifted. Kid Nixon coming and dropping a 5. Jam, happy birthday again. My birthday is in November. It's close, getting there. Jam. Hey, Jam, I hope your day's been going good. As long as you don't sleep, it's still your birthday. I've been good, guys. It's been a good couple days. Especially, the only thing is the fam has been sick. We've had a lot of sickness in the house. My daughter right now, she had strep throat. She's on antibiotics now, but she still has a fever. So now we gotta get her to the doctor. My son just got over pneumonia. I got something, probably a little bit of whatever both of them had. ISP is probably monitoring your internet traffic and scratching their heads. They're like, dude, what the fuck is happening? Like, why is this guy's constant upload? The NBA 2K26 storyline is good, really? I thought 25 wasn't bad. Play Prototype. We've played Prototype 1 and 2 on the channel. Yeah, we played both of them. Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days new update. I was thinking about doing a revisit to that game, Color Creative. I know they just had a nice update. I don't know how long they plan before they do another one. When it comes to games like that and updates, it's like the thing I hate is like, say Into the Dead just got an update, right? Now play it. We play it this week. And then it's like they have another big update planned for like 3 months from now. It sucks because it's like, dude, I wish I would have just waited the 3 months and then played both, at the same time, like both updates. So like same thing with like Stalker 2. Like we started Stalker 2 because there was a bunch of updates, and then come to find out they had another update planned, and I was just like, so that's why when it comes to like games and updates, I like to kind of wait. But Zach with the 5 gifted. Chad, you guys are going ham. Already up to like plus 34 members. I'm gonna update the thing over here. But yeah, Zach, thank you for the 5, dude. Terminator, thank you for the membership. How you doing tonight, Terminator? Fanny with the 10 gifted. Thank you so much, Fanny. I really do appreciate you. Fanny, you've been here since... Fanny, you were here... You've been here since Bum Simulator. You've been here since like the beginning. Because I'm pretty sure you gifted members. It was during Bum Sim, wasn't it? All right, let's see the W's in the chat. If you've been here all day. Lorenzo, thank you for the 37 months. Oh, happy birthday, brother. My pop says Semper Fi. He's a Marine. Hey, Semper Fi, brother. I can't type hype train, but I'm happy for you. 36 years old. Much success to you, brother. I watch you all day. Gonna play Battlefield 6. Hey, there it is, dude. I hope you have a good time, man. And Timothy, hey, thank you so much for the super chat, dude. I never bought shit. I just hang out and cause trouble in chat, but since you kept going, Timothy, thank you for that, bro. Thank you for that. How many new games do I plan to do this week? It kind of just depends on what we finish. Because we got a lot of new games coming out the end of the month. So I'm going to be trying to like go hard on the games we are playing. I might sprinkle in some new things here and there. We've done quite a few new games over the past few weeks. But as for like what new games this week, I'm not exactly sure. That's going into like full blown rotation. Yeah, a lot of W's in the chat. Guys, a lot of W's in the chat. You guys just been suffering with me all day today. Whoop, I almost ripped my damn mouse out. Yeah, we're going to reset the number right now. I'll reset it right now so you guys know where we're at. Yeah, YouTube notifications, they're hit or miss, man. They're hit or miss. All right, let's see here. So we got 863 plus 863 plus, how much was it? 34. $897, chat. 890 freaking 7. Oh my God, chat. Yo, we're getting down to the wire, chat. Down to the wire. We are soon going to be less than 100 from the goal, guys. Less than 100. Nurse T pushed us over. We got to get the 900 on the bar, chat. We got to get the 900 on the bar. 97 plus 5. That's what, 902? We got to get the 902 on the bar, chat. We got to get the 902 on the bar. Got to get the 902 on the bar. And there it is, 903. Patrick, thank you so much for the membership, bro. Mike Official with the 5, dude. Gray Zone Warfare. I don't have that one installed. The only other game I had installed. Let me see real quick. What do we got installed, chat? $909. Show you guys. Mike Official, bro. Thank you for the 5. And Ghost, thank you for the gifted. Oh shit. Russian, you drew that the whole stream? Oh man, chat's going off, dude. Satisfactory is not installed. Mm. But Mike, thank you. Ghost again. Thank you, dude. Jabari with the 5 gifted, bro. Thank you so much, dude. Camo Ski, what's going on, bro? Thank you for the membership. Welcome to the fam, brother. Oh, we got Zach with the gifted. All right, let me tally this up, chat, because we're 916. Chat, 916. $916. Oh wow. It's wild because yeah, I literally never thought in a million years we would have even came close, let alone be like right here, chat. 917. It says 863 plus 53. So membership milestone messages don't count. That's just people who are members typing their milestone out. So if you're counting one of the milestone, now it says 854. So now we're at 917 because it's 863 plus 54. Satisfactory is a long game. You'll play many hours if you finish it. I still don't even know what kind of game Satisfactory is. Oh, the Into the Dead Our Dark. Oh, yeah. We're definitely doing Into the Dead Our Darkest Days. 100%. Brandon with the 38, though. Thank you so much. Happy birthday, man. I enjoy you. I appreciate you, dude. And I want to really seriously say thank you guys so much, for coming and hanging out with me today on my birthday. I do appreciate you guys all showing so much love. It's been a fucking blast, man. It's been a really, really fun day. I do appreciate the support. It means so much to not just me, but the family. You know what I mean? You guys have... The love is crazy. The support is crazy. Like, the fact that we're almost at 300 likes on this stream and just ended the stream. How many likes did we end with on the other one, guys? It was like over 1,000. It was 2,390. Wild. Anthony, thank you so much for the membership, though, bro. I appreciate it, dude. Twisted with the gifted bars. And Eric, thank you so much for the gifted, dude. Travis, how you doing, man? Oh, you had a crown. That's definitely not a fun time, Travis. Definitely not a fucking fun time, dude. Did I eat? Yeah. I had a pretty basic breakfast, but then the wifey made some greens and beans tonight, and I had some tres leches cake. I don't think I'm making it home stories from the military. I mean, yeah. Trigger, yeah. I mean, my deployment in Afghanistan, I thought for sure, dude. I was 19 years old, and I had accepted the fact that I wasn't going home. Yeah, I was cool with it, man. A lot of guys like that serve and your deployments are pretty nasty, and we had other guys that didn't make it back. A lot of us, you kind of just you got to be okay with it, dude. You got to just kind of accept it because like fear is a good thing. Like being scared, like anytime you meet somebody who's in the military, like, oh, I ain't scared. I'm not scared. Well, if you're that not scared, you're stupid. Because fear will keep you alive. Fear keeps you sharp. That fear creates adrenaline. It creates like focus. Complacency, when you're not scared, is what will get you killed. That's usually when you see guys get hit or do something, because they get lax, And everybody who's deployed before to a combat zone knows how dangerous complacency is. It's those moments you go on patrol for 2 months of your whole deployment. You know what I mean? You go on deployment or you go on patrol for 2 months and nothing happens. Literally not a shot fired, nothing. That is the worst thing that could possibly happen to you on deployment. I would rather get shot at once or twice a week than go months without any contact, because the problem is you get complacent. Everything starts to become routine. You just go out, you go to the same village, you come back, you go out, go to this village, you come back, and it just becomes repetitive. And you almost just turn it off. So then when something does happen, everybody's kind of scrambling around. Nobody's paying attention. You're not sharp. So that's why generally, that's why we always say complacency kills. Like you want to make sure you're on top of your shit. Anytime I would see any of my guys dragging ass or being complacent, not wanting to bring like, oh yeah, fuck it. I'm not gonna bring extra ammo today. I'm not bringing any extra ammo today. I don't want to fucking carry it, dude. We haven't been shot at in a month, dude. Fuck the ammo. Just leave it. We don't need to carry the cases. And then you're like, oh, yeah, fuck it. We don't need extra water, dude. We'll be right back. Oh, dude, our radios, don't worry about it, dude. We didn't need it. And that's kind of what happens is people get into these like, oh, yeah, it's fine, dude. We don't need it. We'll be right there and back. We'll be there and back. You go on a gun truck, and instead of, mounting, because generally to leave FOB you needed a minimum of 3 gun trucks, like a minimum. So you had to have one in the front, one in the middle, one in the rear. And sometimes guys wouldn't even mount the fucking guns. They would just be like, nah, we're good. We're just running down the road real quick. We'll be back in 2 hours. And that's where you get in trouble, because then something happens and then you're scrambling or you're running out of ammo. It's so that's why complacency is the worst thing. But yeah, dude, 19 years old, Afghanistan, I was 100% sure I was not coming home. And I was okay with it, dude. I felt it was so wild because like at 19, on my second deployment, I felt like I had done so much in my life. You know what I mean? So it's like when I did come home, it was a weird situation, like mentally, that I was in, because I was like, I don't know, what to do now, because like I was so sure I had nothing planned. I was like, generally, you're just like, yeah, I'm not making it out of here. I don't know. It was a real weird situation on my second deployment. I got blown up twice. You know what I mean? It was a bad fucking deployment, man. But Jam, thank you so much for the super chat. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. But again, Brandon with the 38, I appreciate you. Anthony, Twisted, Eric, Durlet, thank you so much for the super chat. When you see that dude grabbing his cross, it's over. Durlet, thank you so much for the super chat. And Chris with the membership, welcome to the fam, bro. Welcome to the fam. Cryptic, bro, what's going on? We had Cryptic and Floppy with the raids today, guys. Thank you so much, Cryptic. I hope you had a good night, dude. I'm still going, bro. Still going. Cryptic, it's a little early for you to end. Don't you usually? I thought you usually go from 9 to 12. Bradley. Hey, thank you so much for the gifted, Bradley. But yeah, it's a pain in the freaking. Yeah, deploy combat is it's not as cool as people think. You know what I mean? Like I you grow up, you play video games, and you know you hear all these things, and then watch all these movies, and then you get over there, dude, and it's so different, chat. Like it's so different. I don't even know how to explain. It's almost like everything. Like you play games like Battlefield. Like we were playing Battlefield, for instance. People are like, oh, dude, you know, like, is this what combat's like? And it's like, no, fuck, dude. Like those games are so fast paced. I'm talking like you can get in a firefight, right, with Taliban fighters. Say there's like 6 of them. They got some AKs. Generally, they don't have a lot of ammo. It's not like these guys are like super fucking stocked. Sometimes you'll run into a stronghold, and these dudes can duke it out for hours. They can duke it out for hours. But generally, I'd say your average tiff, like your average little engagement back and forth, maybe like 8 minutes, 8 to 13-ish minutes, maybe. Like it's not a very long thing. Some tiffs will be like 30 seconds, 40 seconds. You'll just have a guy kind of spray at you with an AK. You'll return fire, and then that's it. Like they just shoot till they run out of ammo, and then they run away. That's how it is most of the time. But a lot of our tiffs are like a couple minutes. And then like if you're like a real long firefight will be like a couple hours, but they're very sporadic. It's not like pure gunfire for hours. It's like 15 minutes, you'll kind of engage. They'll move around, you'll move around. You know what I mean? And then it'll be kind of like back and forth for hours, 15, 20 minutes, no shooting. Sometimes an hour, 2, 3, 4 hours, no shooting. And then you'll kind of get back into it. And it's very slow. Like combat in real life is very slow. There are moments where it's fast. And like when I say it's slow, it's not like your movements are slow, but like the whole entire situation is it's very, very slow compared to what you'll see in like video games where it's all this fast moving because it's real life. You know what I mean? You're actually can die. So it's like, you're not just sprinting through the battlefield, fucking like you got guys running and shit. Like, but it's very, very slow pace compared to what you would see in like movies and games and stuff like that. You know, clearing like crossing a danger zone. You know what I mean? Like moving from one side of a town or like a village to the other side of the village could take like 3 hours, depending on the setup. You know what I mean? Like when we were moving through like cities of like Zidon, Karma, Fallujah, Sangin, Marja, like when you're moving through like all these big cities, Nowzad, like you got so many danger zones that you have to cross. And when you're moving like 12 guys across a danger zone, you set up your corner security. All right. Then you get guys that bound across, then they set up security on the other side, and then people run across. And you're just bounding, right? And then you're doing that for all of these danger zones as you go and go and go. You're not just like sprinting across the streets, you know what I mean? You got guys setting up on the corners, they're holding the road as everybody crosses, and then you kind of bound. But yeah, so you set up your near side security, then you send far side, and then once far side set up, then everybody runs across, and then your near side guys go across, and everybody kind of collapses in, and you keep it moving. It's a very, very, very slow. But that's, again, where complacency comes in. Because sometimes you'll be like, fuck it, dude, just run. We're not even setting up security. Like, just run across the fucking road. And sometimes you do. Sometimes you'll just, because you ain't got time to fucking sit here and bound across every fucking danger zone, every goddamn, it's just very, very time consuming. So a lot of the times you'll just be like, dude, just run. Just run. We'll set up a near side guys and then just run fucking across. And everybody just sprints across the road. But that's where you could run into issues because that one time you don't do it the right way and they have a fucking, a kill box set up and they have like an RPK or a fucking Dishka aiming down a lane and then you start running across and they just rip that motherfucker. It's bad. I've actually had an RPK just rip the ground up right in front of my legs. If he was up a click, chat, a click on his fucking front sight post, dude, he would have, from my knees down, he would have literally cut my fucking legs off with an RPK. Just ripped the ground up right in front of me. I jump back. But yeah, it's stuff like that. It's so fast. Like stuff happens fast, but then the scenario's slow. I don't know. It's wicked weird, chat. Combat is so weird. But yeah, it's nothing like video games. A click. So it's just like sometimes with your front sight posts, like they go up and down. So you like stick a thing in there and you can adjust them up and down. Some front sight posts are fixed. Some are adjusted. Your rear, and then you adjust only rear sights. But yeah, on his sights, pretty much like if his sights were adjusted properly, because he was shooting from probably like 400 meters away, and yeah, it kind of just ripped up all the ground in front of us. He was trying to walk on target. So a lot of the times when you're shooting a machine gun, you don't shoot machine guns for accuracy. And a lot of the times what you'll do is you'll rip out like 10, 15 rounds and you'll walk the machine gun onto target. So it's not like if you got like a saw gunner or like a 50 cal or a 240, you're never going to just have guys laser beaming dudes. Like it's not how it is. You walk on a target. So you'll shoot, you'll see where the rounds land, and then you adjust, and then you shoot, you'll see where the rounds land, and then you kind of just you keep adjusting the weapon until you start hitting where you want to hit. So he was trying to walk on target, and obviously he started ripping the ground up in front of us, and we all kind of just backed up behind a wall. But a lot of their walls over there, like they're very, very soft. So when they're shooting heavy machine guns, sometimes the fucking rounds will start ripping through the fucking walls because they're like mud. Like I don't even know how to explain like the walls. It's like almost like a plaster, but it's a really thin plaster with like this like hay-like material in it. And that shit just fucking melts, dude. Yeah. So a lot of the times you got to be careful what you're taking cover behind, because you'll think you're behind cover and fucking bullets will start coming through that shit. It's not actual mud. I don't know what the compound is, but it's almost like a really thin, gritty plaster. And that shit just fucking comes right off, dude. Like, yeah. It is very, very soft. It's brittle. It breaks. Bullets punch right fucking through it. Yeah, they're not the greatest. Not the greatest cover. But you learn. That's all stuff you learn with experience too. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times there'll be a fucking wall over there, and you're like, "That's great." People are like, "Oh, go take cover." And you're like, "That's shitty clever. I'd rather stay right here behind these rocks." Or because I don't want to get shot through the fucking wall. We got guys all the time. Actually, it's super common. I would say probably 60% of the guys I know that have been hit with a bullet got hit through cover. Yeah, they get hit through the walls because you think it's cover, and then all of a sudden they start ripping the wall up with an RPK or an RPD, and fucking next thing you know, boom, you get a bullet in the shoulder. And you're like, fuck, what the hell was that? And yeah, dudes are fucking bleeding and shit. I get fucking hit right through the fucking wall. Bradley, thank you so much for the gifted, though. Again, I do appreciate it. What are we sitting at, guys? We're sitting here chit-chatting about fucking stupid shit that you guys probably don't care about. All right, let me see here. What are we at? 863 plus 921, chat. 921 new members. Yeah, I'll be playing some more used car sim. Yeah, I mean, the games we played today, a lot of those I could definitely see us playing as series in the future. Well, most of them, Mark, most of the guys over there, because I was a part of an ETT, an embedded training team, and our job was to train the Afghan National Army. So we were a group of like 12 Marines who were stationed in an ANA compound, and our goal was to train these guys and patrol with them, teach them how to fucking hold their own country, you know what I mean? And man, these dudes are fucking shitbags. Oh God, it was a fucking headache, man. Like we would go out on patrol. So generally we would do platoon patrols. Sometimes we'd do company ops. It was super frustrating. So like, for instance, like in Nowzad, we had to go on a platoon patrol, right? And what you do is like all 12 of us were geared up, right? And we would, the platoon would come and link up with us. We'd go over our op order, and we would let them do the op order pretty much. We were kind of like advisors almost. So we would kind of sit there. We would kind of brief their lieutenants or whatever the fuck they are, and they're like squad leaders and all that. We would brief them on like what they should do and teach them how to. And then when we would actually go do a combat op, we would let them do the op orders. We would let them like brief, and we would kind of stand back hands off. And they would teach their guys SOPs, like what's going to happen if this happens and this happens, and this happens. And so they would go through this whole entire spiel on, you know, on the op, right? So then it would be, like I said, 12 Marines, 30 to 40 plus ANA soldiers. And we would go out on patrol with these guys. And again, they're supposed to be in charge of the whole op, right? And we're kind of integrated. We'll kind of spread out between the company and we'll advise them. So I can't even tell you, chat, how many times we'd be out on patrol with these A&M fuckers and like we'd get hit. Boom. Contact. And half of them are fucking running this way. The other half is running this way. Guys are literally laying down in ditches like this, like not fighting back, not even shooting back, chat. You're like, so I'd be grabbing these fuckers. You'd be like, shoot, motherfucker. Point, like, and they'd be sitting there shooting dude, we had guys sitting there shooting machine guns, like single fire. And you're like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Hold the fucking trigger. You're going off on these dudes. You know, like, hold the fucking trigger. You're like going off on these dudes. Shoot, like just getting in their ass, man. They're like so bad. They would run off. They don't fight. So then a lot of us, obviously, we're not trying to fucking die. So we would have to get together, repel the assault half the time ourselves. You know, some of these guys were good, you know what I mean? But a lot of them, yeah, dude, it was a fucking shit show. Working with the A&A was a whole ass shit show, dude. It was not fun, dude. Yeah, they don't feel it, man. Half of them, like, you'd be sitting there trying to do like PT with them, weapons training. They're fucking sitting there just smoking cigarettes, like not even paying attention, just sitting there smoking. And you're like, hey, are you paying? You're like, oh, they come up and you're like, oh my God, dude, what is happening, right, bro? What is happening, dude? Holy fuck, dude. Sergeant Kelvin, brother, man, thank you so much for the raid. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of people in the stream right now hearing me talk about bullshit. Yeah, war is a shit show, guys, sometimes. Because, like, not only, like, working with the A&A is a shit show, but, like, sometimes your own guys are fucking idiots, man. Like they always, the one thing, it's like common sense sometimes just doesn't exist, man. It just is, it doesn't exist. Like, you have guys that you're like, bro, why did you do this? And they're just like, I don't know, Sergeant. I don't know. And you're just like, get the fuck out of my face, dude. Just go. But yeah, like, yeah, I absolutely despised my time. I met some really cool commandos. Like, so the Afghan commandos, all right, those dudes are motherfucking real life ninjas, chat. Like, real life. They're the real deal. A lot of these guys got trained by like Delta, like CAG guys. They were trained by Navy SEALs. So that the Afghan commandos, those dudes are legit. We had a few commando squads that came through when we were invading Nowzad. We had a couple of the Afghan commando teams come through, and those dudes were the real deal. Those dudes were the real fucking deal. But yeah, they're rare. Like, a lot of we had Afghan commando dudes that were like prior Taliban, bro. Like, no bullshit. It's actually the real deal, man. Sweet. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. I want to say, guys, thank you so much for today. Birthday has been crazy. The amount of people in the stream right now is fucking crazy. I appreciate the birthday wishes. Cryptic, we are now 12 hours and 40 minutes. I had to end the previous stream because anything over 12 hours, YouTube doesn't save. So we had to end that stream and restart another stream. And here we are. Here we are still going strong. We haven't played any games yet, I don't think. Have we played games on the stream yet, chat? I don't think. I think you guys have just got me into talking mode. And you guys know once I start talking, I don't shut the hell up. Yeah, I got rated by both Cryptic and Sergeant Kelvin. You guys are absolutely showing crazy love right now. That's ridiculous. Like, Jesus. Kelvin, how many people did you raid with, bro? Yeah, I should probably do this. And that way it feels a little more legit when it's just a solid black screen. Yo, Kelvin came over here with a fucking battalion, bro. A legion of viewers, dude. Actually crazy, man. Calvin he served too, though, man. Calvin, what years did you serve? I served from 2006 to 2019. I'm talking Afghan commando dudes, like they're wizards with RPGs and stuff. The guy's crazy good guy. Like I had to do foreign, like, so in order to work with the ANA, I had to go through a course, they call it foreign weapons training. So in order to instruct these guys, obviously I can teach anybody basic marksmanship. I could teach anybody how to shoot, trigger control, like basic, like rifle shooting fundamentals are fundamentals, regardless of what weapons you use. It doesn't matter. But we had to learn the weapons. So when I went to the foreign weapons training course, I had to learn how to shoot and, disassemble all the same stuff that we had to learn about, like our M4s, M16s, 240s, 249s, 50 cals, Mark 19s, all the same stuff that we had to learn for those. We had to learn for their weapons because I had to know how the functionality, we had to all qualify with their weapons. So we had to qualify with the AK. We had to qualify with the machine guns. We had to qualify with other pistols, all of their service weapons we had to qualify with, because we had to teach them how to shoot them. So when I went through, that was actually the first time I ever seen an RPG up close. I've been, at this point, before my foreign weapon training, I got shot at by an RPG. I'd never seen one in like up close though. So we went through, we were doing, I actually thought the RPG was super, like I think the RPG is way better than the AT4. The AT4 obviously is lighter and you don't have, but the RPG is nice, man. It's reloadable. The rockets, I think I don't know. I think RPGs are better than AT4. Some people would say they're less accurate, but I don't know. I think RPGs are far superior than the AT4. I think the sights are better. The aiming mechanisms are better. The plastic sights on an AT4 is dog shit. Like the sights are dog shit. But they are light. They are really, really light. But yeah, I don't know. I had to shoot. We all got to shoot the RPGs. We got to shoot the AKs and stuff like that. But man, when I would watch these commando dudes like shoot these weapons, I'm like, bro, how the fuck? Yeah, the AT4 is a disposable. So you fire it. Once you fire it, you break off the sights. Sometimes we'll smash the trigger mechanisms. A lot of the times they'll ask us to bring, like, if we can, to bring it back with us, because you don't want them to try to repurpose it. So a lot of the times, if you fire it, they would want us to bring it back. But if you can't bring it back, they always tell you to break the sights off and try to crush the trigger mechanism, try to crush it, just damage the AT4 housing as much as you can. But main thing is break the sights off and stuff like that. That's what they want us to do. Swipe sights. And, but yeah, but a lot of the times they ask us to bring it back if we can. Most of the time you can, it's not hard. You just fucking sling the thing over your shoulder and bring it back. Holy fuck. Totally jacked up, dude. Hold on. Amber Moore, thank you for the membership. Amber, welcome to the fam. Again, sweet. If I missed it, I want to say thank you for the 5 gifted. Amber, again, thank you for the membership. Totally jacked up with the fucking 20, dude. Totally. How you been, man? And also with the huge super chat. Happy birthday. I hope you're having a great day, you glorious bastard. I appreciate you totally, man. It's been a phenomenal day. It's been an actual phenomenal day. I did notice though, we don't have the membership goal up when I'm in that screen. Relentless with the 5 gifted members. Thank you, brother. And Mikano, thank you so much for the membership. Welcome to the fam. All right, let's go ahead and reset this member goal because chat, we are, holy shit, we're screaming. 863 plus 90. Oh my God. Chat, we're all, oh my God, we're almost there. There's no way this is happening, dude. So totally, you said you served, Sergeant Kelvin said he served from 98 to 03. Was that what I seen? So you had got out a couple years before I went in. (2003 to 2007). Dang, dude. So you were in a little bit when I was in. All right, hold on. Let me see here. So I'm trying to get this number up for you guys. So it is 9. There it is, chat. 950 fucking 4, dude. Did one deployment before 9/11 and 2 during. There it is, dude. So did you go did you go early Iraq or early Afghanistan? Because Calvin, I had a couple salty ass staff sergeants when I was in that were like 01 Afghanistan, dude. I'm like, bro, that's crazy deployments. Like, I don't even know what happened 01 Afghanistan. You always hear a lot about the invasion of Iraq. A lot of guys that took part in the invasion of Iraq, but you rarely hear about 01, 02, 03 Afghanistan. That shit was it was the Wild West, bro. Brother was in the first deployment in Afghanistan. Oh fuck, dude. Yeah, early Afghanistan is crazy. Crazy. Because when was the invasion of Iraq? The initial invasion. I forgot what year it was. Because I went to Iraq in 2008. I was like way after. It was 2000. It was like 2002, 2003. 2003. Yeah, so I had salty ass staff sergeants that were like right after 9/11, they went to Afghanistan. And that shit was wild, Wild West. Wild West. My father-in-law, he was like Gulf War. Like and then we had one master sergeant. He retired. He was in Somalia. We had guys that were like Black Hawk Down Somalia time frame. Gulf War. It was pretty common to meet guys early 2000s that were in the Gulf. Yeah, I never went to Ramadi. So when I went to Iraq, I was in Fallujah. So we were at Camp Fallujah right outside the fucking city. It's like 2 miles down MSR Mobile. So we were at Fallujah, and then we ended up going to Bahria, which is like right outside of Fallujah, like literally right outside the fucking city. So we're in Bahria. So I was in Fallujah, I was in Bahria, and there's a bunch of cities on the outskirts of Fallujah that we would patrol. There's like Karma, Zidon, like there are tons of little cities and stuff like that we would patrol. But I was in that part of Iraq. I never got to go to Ramadi and shit like that, or Al Assad, like all those big fucking. I heard Al Assad had a movie theater and a fucking pool, dude. Fallujah didn't have none of that. Yeah, we didn't have none of that. That shit sucked. But yeah, I heard Al Assad had a fucking swimming pool, dude, and a movie theater. Fucking living a good life, dude. Living a fucking good life, dude. And then when I was in Kandahar, we were all in Helmand, Providence. I was out at a couple OPs, small OPs, right outside of like Nowzad. When I was in Afghanistan, and yeah, we were all throughout Helmand, Providence, pushing down there. And then on my second deployment to Afghanistan, we were in the eastern part of Afghanistan. I was in Patika, Providence. So my first deployment, I was in Helmand, Providence. Second deployment, I was in Afghanistan. I was in Patika, Providence, like Shank, Sarana, Bagram Air Force Base, so Bath. We were up in that area. I was in the Army, 10th Mountain Division, for my second deployment to Afghanistan. My first two deployments, I was with the Marines. My second deployment, so my third deployment was in with the Army in Afghanistan, 10th Mountain. SoCal was in 2008, 2009 Afghanistan. Yeah, but we were over there with 2-3 Infantry Battalion. 2-3. I did both my deployments with 2-3 with the Marines. 2-3, and then we were a detachment with ETT from the Combat Assault Battalion, 3rd Recon. But Mad Season, again, thank you for the membership. And William R., brother, thank you so much for the membership, bro. I appreciate it, dude. CBs, baby. Yo, listen, I got mad love for the CBs. So when I was in Afghanistan, we actually had a detachment of CBs with us. And when we were pushing when we were pushing through the valley and like right outside, so we're going towards Nowzad, and Nowzad, there's like they call it the Valley of Death, and it goes down through like, I don't know, like these mountain ranges. And we actually had a detachment of CBs with us. And when I tell you, I love this fucking CBs because these dudes were building SWA huts for us in like a couple hours, dude. So they would set up like these little mock fobs that as we were moving through, and CBs would in a day, chat, they'd build like 15 SWA huts for us. They'd throw these SWA huts up. We'd fucking be out of sleep. We'd throw up like little mock sandbags and stuff like that. We'd stay there for a day or two, and then boom, they'd tear it down. They'd move it down, throw it back up, bro. The CBs are the real deal, man. Yeah, our CBs were fucking great, bro. These dudes they did not know what they signed up for. So if you guys ever do want to join the Navy, okay, I don't know if the Navy considers them combat arms, but our CBs, these dudes were in it, bro. Like that shit has to be. Is that considered a combat arms MOS in the Navy? It has to be, because these dudes were shooting, bro. They were stuck with the Marines in fucking Afghanistan, slinging lead, bro. These dudes joined the Navy, bro, to be construction workers, bro. Oh man, I was with 2-3 out of K-Bay, yeah, Kaneohe Bay in Hawaii. Yeah, now our CBs were fucking cool as hell, man. Those guys were awesome. I always feel bad for CBs and corpsmen, because Greenside, like Navy corpsmen guys, when they get attached to Marines, it sucks for these guys because they 100% are Marines. Like they have to PT with us. They have to wear our uniforms. I don't know if they still do it, but like the docs had our Marine Corps digi uniforms, and their shit just said U.S. Navy. They had their little corpsman thing. So yeah, all of our corpsmen have to hold up to Marine Corps standards. They do all the training with us. They patrol with us. Like all of our corpsmen are Marines. And I felt so bad for all our docs, dude. It's like, could you imagine joining the Navy to become a corpsman and then you become a greenside corpsman. And you get stuck with the Marines, bro. Oh, dude, life sucks, bro. Yeah, hey, listen, the Marine Corps digis are the best camouflage, the best camouflage uniform in existence. I will give multicam some credit. Multicam is fire. Like my time in the Army, I enjoyed my multicam. But chat, some fresh Marine Corps digis with the sleeves folded up and pressed with that 8-point cover, chat. Come on, dude. The Marine Corps has the best camouflage uniform. We have the best uniforms, period. Okay? Best uniforms, period. The digis are fucking gorgeous. I like the greens though. I like greens. Some guys really like deserts. I like deserts too. Deserts are cool, but nothing hits harder than some greens, dude. Like sleeves, just chat. I used to love rolling my sleeves, dude. I'd iron them. Oh, so fresh. I don't even know. Let me see. I might even have. Let me see if I have that. My wife had sent me. I had some pictures of when I was in the Marines. I don't know where the fuck they are though. On this computer, at least. I think they're just in my huge downloads folder. I'm telling you, the Marpat is. I'm telling you guys, it's so good. It's so that was the reason you guys don't understand. The reason why I joined the Marine Corps. Chat, the reason I joined the Marine Corps was for the camis. No bullshit, chat. I had no shit about the Marine Corps. Didn't know shit about the Marine Corps. All right. I joined because they had the best. The camis were. The Army was wearing that dumbass blue shit. The blue digis or the gray digis. I fucking hated that uniform, by the way, when I got into the Army. I couldn't stand it. The Army had that shit, okay? And the Marine Corps had Marpat, bro. Like, come on, dude. The dress blues, that's what I'm saying. Like, the Marine Corps had the best uniforms. Even though I hated dress blues. Like, I got my dress blues when I got in. I never wore them, dude. Never wore. I couldn't stand them. They were just uncomfortable. So every time we would have like the Marine Corps ball or something, I always wore my alphas. Always. It was like I spent like $700 getting my dress blues and never wore them, chat. Never wore them. Because the alphas, the greens were just so much easier to put on. Like it was a way more comfortable uniform. I couldn't fucking stand dress blues, honestly. They look super sharp, guys. Like dress blues are so clean. But yeah, most guys, you got a few guys here and there that wear them, but a lot of us just wore greens. Yeah, so dress blues were never mandatory. Yeah, the only time dress blues were mandatory was if you went embassy duty. Any guys who went embassy, they were obviously you had to have dress blues. But for like everyday Marines, yeah, you don't have to have them. And in boot camp, when you see the guys in dress blues and their boot camp photos, that shit's fake, chat. Those photos are fake. So it's like there's like a green screen behind us, and they give you the cover, right? And you're wearing camis, right? They have you take your blouse off. So you take your blouse off, and then you got your green like undershirt on. And all it is it's like a jacket, but it's not even a full jacket, guys. Like it doesn't even come all the way down. It's like a little half jacket, and you just put it on over you, and they like button it in the back, and then you stand there in a certain way in the picture, and then it makes it look like you have dress blues on, but you really don't. Like, yeah, so you sit there, you gotta like have your straight face, you got the cover on, but it's a fake. Like it's not fucking real. So yeah, you see all these boogers, like all of us get our boot camp pictures done. None of those, that's a fake uniform. A lot of people, I don't know if that's like a trade secret, but yeah, that's a fake uniform. That shit's not real. So I didn't even have dress blues. until I got promoted to corporal. That's when I bought my dress blues. Because I wanted my blood stripe. And actually, no, bullshit. I actually needed to buy dress blues for when I went to corporal's course. Yeah, I had to buy an NCO sword. I had to buy an NCO sword and a fucking dress blues. No, $220 sword. Ian, thank you so much for the membership, brother. Welcome to the fam, dude. You guys got fully dressed in 78? Yeah, not anymore, man. In 2006. So yeah, I went in December 2006. I joined. Yeah, dude. Yeah, oh, trust me, I had to earn my blood stripe. That shit. Yeah, you walk through the gauntlet. If you guys don't know, when you become an NCO in the Marine Corps, on the side of our dress uniforms, it's a red stripe that goes down. It's called a blood stripe. And you got to earn that shit. Yeah, so what they do is all the NCOs get together, you go out to the field, and you walk through the gauntlet. There's probably like fucking 12 guys each side, and you walk through and you stop in front of them. They put their hands on their shoulder and they fucking knee you right in the thigh. Bam! Walk down to the next guy. Bam! Walk down to the next guy. And then my platoon sergeant was actually a black belt instructor trainer for McMap. So he had his black belt red stripes on his fucking, or 4 red stripes or whatever on his belt or whatever. Or maybe it was, I don't remember. 1 red stripe, 2 red. I forgot how many red stripes there fucking is on there. And he was standing at the end and he straight roundhouse kicked me right in my fucking thigh. I couldn't walk for 3 days, chat. No bullshit. I swear I couldn't walk. I could not walk. I looked like I got hit by a car. My fucking sides were absolutely destroyed. And my thighs were destroyed, dude. But yeah, that's how I earned. It's almost like a gauntlet, like a hazing, dude. It felt like I was getting jumped into a fucking gang, bro. It was, no bullshit, man. But you can decline it too. You can decline it. You can say you don't want. Like they won't force it on you, but people will definitely judge your ass. Yeah. I never met a single person that didn't do it though. I never met a single person, but you didn't have to. But again, I never met anybody who said no. I got pinned, ripped a pectoral muscle, and had to go to the med bay. Fuck, dude. Yeah, that's a big one, man. Getting pinned. So the army now, it's all Velcro. So like. They put it on and then like people would punch you in the fucking chest. And we actually had guys like have heart attacks and have their sternums broken and shit. So they stopped with the punching of the chest in the army because they had the little square right here. In the Marine Corps though, we wear metal ranks with pins on the back. So yeah, when you get promoted, chat, they take the backings off and then people will come up and they set the pins into your skin. And this is for all ranks. So you get pinned right in your fucking, your collars here. And then the shitty thing is you get some people, they'll come out and they'll pull them back out and then they reset them. Yeah, that shit. Woo. Man, it's the things you forget about, chat. Yeah, it's the things you forget about. Getting pinned during promotion. Oh God. And yeah, I mean, if you ever seen the back of a rank, it's a spike, Chad. It's like a fucking spike that goes through it. Yeah, it's wild, Chad. Until you just said that, I could like completely didn't even think about getting pinned. Like, hey, Sergeant Kelvin, brother. Seriously, thank you so much, man. Thank you for the 5 gifted, dude. Was making his fist. He said, I've been waiting for this. Guys up front heard him and laughed their asses off. Dude, that's hilarious, Sonny. My son, when I got promoted, he was way too young. He was like 1 when I got promoted to sergeant. Before that, I was single. And I see somebody earlier say I was a Hollywood Marine. Dude, I'm East Coast, man. I'm from New York, brother. Paris Island all day. I'm not no freaking Hollywood Marine, dude. with whatever the fucking stupid ass mountain they got to climb over there, freaking MDR San Diego. Nah, dude. Paris Island, where it all began, bro. We sand fleas and humidity. I got lucky though, because I went in December. So the term Hollywood Marine is just, if you're born on one side of the country, you go to MCRD San Diego, Marine Corps Recruit Depot in San Diego. And then if you're from the other half of the country, the East Coast, pretty much east side of the country, you go to MCRD Paris Island. So it just kind of depends on where you are in the country when you join the Marines. Will dictate what boot camp you go to. Obviously Paris Island is the like iconic one, you know, that's the iconic boot camp. Actually, when did San Diego start, Chet? Because I think back in the day, Paris Island was like the OG, right? I don't know what year MCRD San Diego became a thing. I don't think it was always a thing. I don't remember. Actually, I don't think I've ever even asked that question before. That's a pretty good question, dude. And John Rogers, hey, thank you so much for the membership, brother. Welcome to the fam, dude. Yeah, Paris Island. I know Paris Island was the OG. But I didn't know what year they started MCRD San Diego. 1919. Wow. So that's old, man. So San Diego's Marine Corps Recruit, yeah, that's been around for a while. Yeah, that's been around for a while. Some people ask if I have medals. Yeah, I got a lot of. I got I have my little chesty stack. It's all on my Army dress jacket now, but the good thing is when you transfer from one branch of the military to the other, you get to keep all your awards, and you get points for them, chat. Yeah, so when I went from the Marine Corps to the Army, I maxed out promotion points for awards instantly. I had a lot of ribbons. Actually, let me see. I'll go grab my dress uniform. I'll go grab it real quick. It's wild, chat. It's wild because this uniform is still set up from when, like, when I was at my unit, bro. So this is my dress jacket. And then for awards, so this, I had my, let me see. I got EIB. I was an expert instrument. That's Army. That's an ARCOM. I think that's AAM, National Defense, or this is my Marine Corps Combat Action Ribbon. Good Conduct Medal. This is National Defense Service Medal. Afghan campaign, Iraq campaign, global war on terrorism. What the fuck is this one? I forgot what that one even is. This is the Army Service Ribbon. This is the GY. No, this is, what the fuck is this one? I don't remember what this one is either. And then it's my Overseas Service Deployment Ribbon, and I forgot what this one is. I got so many ribbons in the Army for just no reason. I don't even remember what the fuck they were. But yeah, so this was my, and then I had air assault, and then my rifle badge. And then these are like your unit citations. Like sometimes you'll be in units that'll have like pucks and shit like that. And then this was my badge when I went into the, when I got my pogue job. That was my ammo badge. And then your combat badge, like would you deploy with a unit, you get your combat patch for your dress uniform. This was my infantry cord. I had my infantry disc over because I was actually transferring my uniform from being a pogue back into being infantry when I got out. And then these are your unit patches here. So yeah, that was my dress uniform. I still got, look at this. This is how you know, like that shit's still dirty on the inside. Like that shit still got neck dirt. It's still got neck dirt on it. Oh, dude. It's just still got neck dirt on it. Ah, a little kid size uniform. What do you mean, dude? That's a good size, bro. That's a good size, man. Must have felt relieved after having to stop wearing uniforms. My thing was I don't know. I always loved my uniforms, man. Especially like dress uniforms were not the greatest. Like having to like get your monkey suit on, it's like it's a little frustrating. But like camis and shit, like they were so comfortable, dude. It was easy. I just wake up, didn't have to think about getting dressed. But wearing uniforms like that, yeah, that shit's frustrating. Chat, where we at right now? Holy, yo, we're getting close, chat. We are. All right, hold on. We are at 900. Let me see. 963, chat. Oh, man. $963. It's just like dress uniforms suck, man. They're hot. They're uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Like camis are good when you're wearing your camouflage. They're loose and yeah, I didn't mind it. You can get them dirty. You ain't got to worry about anything. But yeah, when you're wearing a dress uniform, it's a pain in the ass, man. It's a pain in the fucking ass. Vic, brother, man, thank you so damn much, bro, for the 10 gifted. For the 10 gifted, brings us up to 973. I wish this thing would register gifted, so I wouldn't have to like keep like changing it every time, but it is what it is. It probably would have been better if I used Streamlabs OBS and not straight OBS, but we're at 973, chat. Is this real life? Is this real life? And Cybok, dude, thank you so much for the 10, bro. Thank you so much for the 10. Vic with the 37 months says, still here, bro. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. We got John Rogers dropping the 5 gifted. Doug, man, how have you been, brother? First off, I haven't heard from you or seen you in like 3 fucking months, bro. I was literally just telling Crystal the other day, I was like, yo, I haven't seen Doug in fucking months. I hope you're okay, dude. I hope everything is good. You had me just fucking disappear, bro. Just fucking disappear. Don't even say hi. Got me over here stressing out. I hate when you guys do that, chat. Like Vic, I haven't seen Vic in forever, dude. Like some of you guys just disappear. Without a hi, without a bye, without a I'll see you in a couple months. And then I'm like, what the fuck, man? Rossi, you're not free in this, bro. You disappeared for like 3 months, 2 months ago. Like you just, Don't get me started. There's a bunch of you guys. You disappear. And I'm like, what the fuck? Where the fuck is so-and-so? Are you dead? Okay, I've had people in this community chat die, all right? You hear me? Die. And then I got their significant others messaging me say, hey, so-and-so fucking died. And I'm like, what the fuck? Don't, Swanee? Whoo! That motherfucker, I had to hit him in a DM. Nah, Doug, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for the super chat, bro. It's all good, man. I figure you're busy, dude. Yeah, so some of you guys like to just Houdini for like half a year. Oh, no, it's all good, though. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. You guys got your own lives. You guys are busy as fuck. I get it. I get it. But dude, thank you so much for the super chat. And Atreus with the gifted. Hold on. So with Atreus' chat, oh man, hold on. 863 plus 127. Oh my God, chat. No way, dude. Chat. Hold on. There's no fucking way, dude. There's no way, dude. There's no way, dude. Oh, there it is. There it is, dude. Doug, brother, with the super chat says, I'm never leaving, bro. I appreciate you, dude. Sean B. With the 20 brought us over the fucking finish line. Then Jamie coming in with the gifted, bro. Over the finish line. Machine XP. Dude, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm a therapist. I'm saving lives. I can't. Hey, listen, I get it. But you gotta wave. You gotta wave on the way out. Hey, I'll be right back, man. Nah, I appreciate you, Machine. Thank you so much. And Xander, hey, Xpander, how you doing today, man? Thank you so much for the 5. Hold on, chat. Let's do some math. There it is. Holy shit, guys. I cannot believe this fucking... There's no way, dude. There's no way. Be Greasy. Hold on. Be Greasy with the 5. Tyler with the membership. Hold on. Let's oh, my God, dude. Chat, you guys... Oh, first of all, you don't understand the scale of how big this is. Okay. My overall like amount of members I had on my channel was like 1,000. The fact that we just hit 1,000 members today is literally this, like the amount of members I had. Like that is huge. Like the amount of members that took me years to build up to, we just did in one day. In one fucking day. That's it, you guys don't understand how big that is. We did 1,000 today, Cryptic. Yes. 1,000 members was the goal, and we just fucking hit it, dude. No. So we had 1,000. We had 1,000. I think we had 1,100, actually. I think I had 1,100. And we just added another 1,000 today. Guys, fuck. So 863 plus 174. Guys, there it is. You ready? You ready? $1,030 motherfucking 7. Goal achieved. Boot Gang came through today, and you guys absolutely blew this challenge out the water. Holy crap, guys. And we did it in 13 and a half hours. 13 and a half hours. Pat with the super chat, dude. You deserve everyone. You're the man. Pat, thank you so much, dude. Thank you so fucking much. Atreus, also with the super chat says, we love you, guy. You deserve all the subs, bro. I appreciate it. You guys really don't understand how huge this was today like, this is record breaking. This is huge. Channel defining moment tonight. The fact that there's still 2,500 of you guys sitting here watching is absolutely mind-boggling. I want to say again, Cryptic and Sergeant Kelvin, for those raids, man, like, thank you so much. You guys know you don't have to do that, and the fact that you took some time to do that for me, I really do appreciate it, man. And I'll always try to return a favor to myself, but guys, it's fucking huge. Huge streams today. Mr. Bald Gamer with the super chat says, way to go. Welcome everyone to the family. I know that's crazy. Dennis, I appreciate it, man. You went over 1,000. It doesn't count. You got to do it again. Bro, we're not doing another one of these probably ever again. No, man, this was, I felt like, I don't know. This put a strain, dude, on the community, bro. It's too much. People are going to need a whole fucking couple years to recover from today, man. Valenciano, thank you so much for the super chat, dude. On top of the fact that there were so many super chats today. I honestly think I think I got more super chats today than I have in the past 2 months combined. Maybe the past 3 months combined, chat. So it's like we got all the members plus all the super chats. You guys absolutely blew it away today, guys. Blew it away. We're gonna be doing Yotai tomorrow, Red. Yeah, Ryan, we're gonna be doing Yotai tomorrow. Jabari, thank you for the 20 months, dude. And over 700 likes on this stream is fucking crazy. So we had over 2,300 likes on the last stream. And over 700 likes right now on this stream is fucking wild. Wild. Oh, Doug. Doug, you're not lying, brother. Man, you've always had an image of, things I didn't even think were possible, bro. You've always been sitting here preaching, hey, man, this and that. And you've been right the whole fucking time, dude. And I appreciate you being here, sticking along with me, man, supporting me the whole time, brother. This follow-up probably beats YouTube. This stream has been crazy. The first stream we did had a lot, obviously it was 12 hours. It was big, but yeah, this follow-up stream is actually kind of crazy. Like the overall viewers, we have way more viewers. Cryptic said, I thought you were just trying to get to 1,000, but adding 1,000 in a single day. Yeah, Cryptic, that's why I was saying initially when I started the challenge, I was like, is 1,000 too much? Because it was a lot, bro. Like, it was a lot. 1,000 members is crazy. Because I was sitting here like, well, I have 1,000 members right now. And it took me, 5 years to get to like 1,000, 1,100 members. I was like doubling my member count is crazy. But I was like, fuck it. Whatever, we'll try. I was initially going to go for, my initial was going to be 300. And then I was like, then I talked to you guys, then I was going to do 500, and then chat convinced me to try 1,000. So I don't know. We fucking did it somehow. That's crazy. Suela, thank you for the Hardened Survivor membership. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. This is like the old State of K2 streams. Oh, man. Yeah, we've had some crazy State of Decay streams back in the day. Whew. Alan, I appreciate the love, dude. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. Lorenzo with the super chat. Boot Gang, happy birthday, brother. I borrowed this. Hey, man, it's all good, dude. I appreciate you, dude. Barley, right? Barley, right? I've been fucking saying it wrong. I've been saying barely. Barley. Bro, thank you so much, dude, for the Superman. You gotta know, don't move your talents to my No, man, it's too hot in Florida for me, bro. It's too hot. The greatest thing about Florida is no state tax. Because I always used to wonder why the fuck so many like content creators and people move down there. And then I found out that Florida doesn't have state tax. And I was like, oh, wow, okay, yeah, I get it now. But it's way too hot. How long did we stream? We've been streaming for 13 hours, like almost 13 and a half hours. Yeah. The first stream was 12 hours, pretty much on the dot. And this one, we've been going for an hour and 27. Secret. Bro, thank you so much for the membership, bro. I seen you say earlier you were going to do it, man. Thank you so much, brother. What made it, so yeah, like I said, D, the 1,000 was just it was motivation for the community because I was gonna go for 300 and then 500, and then I was like, what do you guys think I should set the goal for? People were like 2,000, 3,000. No, realistically, what should we set the goal for? And then 1,000 just seemed 1,000 seemed way out of reach. Honestly, I thought it was gonna be I thought we were gonna come in around like 200, 300. So the fact that we're here at 1,000, I haven't processed it. But Machine, hey, thank you so much for the super chat. We're bringing you to the tippy top, Ryan. I might be a 3-day in the community, but hey, appreciate you though, man. I appreciate you though. Next year, go for 2,000. I don't know about that, dude. Valencio, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Thank you for the birthday wishes, bro. Nah, Russian, I appreciate you, man. Let me see if I can get that. Let me see real quick. I gotta be super careful with this. So Russian started this in the beginning of the stream. Russian started this in the beginning of the stream, right? And by the end of the stream. It's wild, bro. It's fucking wild, bro. Daniel with the super chat asks, now the real question, how are we going to celebrate hitting the goal, my dudes? We got to turn up before we cut. I don't know, man. I don't even know. I didn't plan. It was like a goal. And then like, I didn't even have like oh, if we hit the goal, you know what we're going to do though, is I think we're going to do some fucking giveaways, man. I got to do some giveaways. I'm going to get some giveaways together and, yeah, we're gonna do some fucking giveaways. I won't be able to do them tonight because I don't have it planned. It's already midnight, and I don't want to enter cardiac arrest. But fuck. So, what did you guys think about today, though? Did you guys have a good time? I had fun. I had fun. It was a little all over the place. But it was fun, man. I had a good time. Montana doesn't have sales tax either. You ain't got the answers, Sway. You ain't got the answers. Now, I always got to be super careful navigating my Discord and stuff like that. Cause and like all my like web pages and stuff, like I always gotta be careful because I don't ever want to like show things that I had signed NDAs on. And even though I have it all pretty locked down, it's like you never know if you actually click on something, somebody sees like a little fucking icon and then they're like, oh, what is that, bro? You know, and then it's just like, fuck. You know what I mean? So I always that's why I generally like I always have my screen blacked out for the most part. Because yeah, I ain't never trying to get fucked up for violating an NDA because I accidentally showed my screen. Doug, thank you, brother, for the super chat, man. To all here, Brian and his wife are super amazing people. You came to the best. I appreciate it, bro. Rossi with another gifted, dude. Thank you, man. Yo, I can't draw to save my fucking life, dude. Like I draw stick figures. That's about it. Jamie with the 17 months, man. Thank you for all you do. Happy birthday, and thanks for being here for me and the rest of the book. I appreciate you, brother, for being here for me, man. Jamie, thank you, bro. Giving away some Pokemon? Dude, I barely got any, chat. I barely got any. I'm still waiting on some more Mega Evolutions that I bought for my kids. Yeah, I ate a little bit. Moved around a little bit. Yeah, and that. Hey, hold on, chat. Don't forget. Today was the day my innocence. It wasn't me, chat. It wasn't me. So now the community has deemed that I am innocent from all of the accusations of the dog murdering, the granny punt, like all of that. I was literally proven innocent today. I do appreciate you guys. For coming and standing up for me. I laid all the evidence out on the table, especially the dogs. And I knew as soon as you guys seen it, people were going to be like, I get it now, bro. This is a conspiracy. Somebody's setting your ass up, and I'm fucking innocent, chat. And I do appreciate you guys for understanding. There's no bullshit. It's no bullshit. No, it's no bullshit, chat. We had a whole fucking poll, dude. No, don't try to backpedal now. Get out of here, chat. It wasn't rigged. It was 51%. It's still. Hey, listen. Chat, I'm fucking innocent, dude. I'm innocent, dude. No. It wasn't rigged. Listen, if you got a jury, right, and 3 out of the 5 jurors say not guilty and 2 say guilty, chat, you're not fucking guilty, bro. It is what it is, guys. I'm not running it back. No, I'm not. Get out. I'm not fucking running it back because now you guys are going to vote guilty just because I ran it back. I know how this works, chat. I'm not losing my innocence. It's too late, chat. It's too late. I'm free. And I'm free. Dude, we're fucking free, bro. It feels good to be. So you guys can't use that against me. Like, this is the clean slate, chat. Like, it's a clean slate from this point forward. I don't want to hear shit about dogs. I don't want to hear shit about grannies, cats, mosquitoes, whatever the fuck else you guys say. I don't want to hear it. I'm free. Ghost, thank you for the super chat. Since the jury was dead. Nah, dude, jury had the freedom of choice. It's all good. I talked with the super chat. I was there watching. Dude, I'm innocent. I'm not doing a revote, chat. I'm not doing a revote. No. Because you guys aren't taking this away from me, chat. Machine with the super chat says, wow, you kicked those grannies in Adam Fall. No, listen. You know what, chat? I ain't scared. I'm not scared, dude. I'm not scared, bro. Because I know y'all got my back. I know y'all still got my back. All the real ones. All the real ones in chat. Boom. You know what? There's the poll right there. There's the poll right there, chat. There's the poll right there, chat. Because I laid out the evidence, chat. I laid out the evidence. I didn't know that poll was rolling for a long time. I didn't even shut it. That poll was rolling, chat. The poll was rolling. I didn't shut it down as soon as it was in my. That's not how, Rossi. No, dude. That poll was. I let it linger, bro. To the point where I lost it on my screen, bro. Look, hands off. Hands off. Look at the poll. The real ones in chat. No, y'all are the real deal. Appreciate you guys. That is nothing but love right there, chat. That is nothing but love right there. See, now you guys, now you lost the 50-50. Now it's more in my favor than it was earlier. So now for all of you, it's worse now for you guys. The evidence was undeniable. All right. There's only so many times you could drive backwards without looking, okay, and run over a dog, and people actually think it's your fault. Chad, like once, okay, bro, that was your fault. Twice, dude, really? 5 fucking times? It's a conspiracy, Chad. It's a conspiracy at this point. There ain't no way it's not, dude. Yeah, you can't do it. Chat, I was driving a tank. There's one dog. Listen, chat, there's one motherfucking dog in all of Metal Gear Solid 5. One. Literally D-dog. All right, there's a single dog in the whole open world, and I somehow ran it over with a tank. Not looking. It's not like there's dogs all over the place, like you gotta dodge them. There's one dog in the whole motherfucking game, and you're telling me that I looked in the tank, ran it over. Chat, that's not how that works. That's not how that works, chat. It's a conspiracy, bro. I'm being set up. It was one cat and he ran in front of my car, dude. You just have a gravitational pull for dogs and grannies is wild, bro. How am I rigging the vote? I'm not even near the computer chat. I can't rig the vote. The only thing I could do to the vote is end it prematurely. It's not like I could rack up the votes. I can't even vote. Hey, Terrence, thank you so much for the super chat, dude. You know you look like AJ from Backstreet Boys in y'all's younger years. I just watched everybody video. Happy birthday. Oh, yeah. Let me actually, because Josie was asking earlier. Let me see. So I have my Backstreet Marine video, but I can't play the music, chat, because I'll get fucking hit with copyright. You know what? Fuck it. I'll just battle the copyright after the stream. It's all good. I can just mute it. I'll get a copyright claim and then I'll just mute it. We got 1 billion members anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I could always I can't resist, though. There's no risk. There's no risk. I've played this song on stream. I've played this video on stream before. There's no risk. I just get hit with a copyright claim, and then I have to just mute the video. Like that part of the video. Sing it. I don't even know the fucking words, bro. Singing it is wild, dude. I don't even know the words, dude. I don't know the words, chat. Chat, that's not even me, bro. I was just doing the cap. That's not even me. That don't even look like me, guys. This was in Iraq. This is like the little hooches that we stayed in. Chat, that's not even me, dude. Oh no, bro. All right, here we go, chat. Fuck. Listen, chat. If I play this though, I need to see that you guys aren't gonna judge me. All right. No, you can't laugh. All right. You can't laugh. Nah, you can't laugh, dude. All right. headphones aren't on.
Left-wing members of the Israeli Kisnet are
Chat, why y'all said y'all wasn't gonna laugh, dude? I was real young then. I was only 18 years old. That was probably, I don't know, May, June of 2008. A long time ago. Oh, that was a long fucking time ago. Yeah, I was 18. I was 18 years old right there. Yeah, I was 18 years old. I joined the Marines. I joined the Marine Corps at 17. My mom had to sign off the paperwork. So I joined at 17, and then I actually almost couldn't go on that deployment because I was in Iraq. I almost couldn't go on the deployment because, you know, the funny thing is you can join the military at 17, but you can't deploy to a combat zone until you're 18 years old. And our train up started in June of 2007. I was still only 17 years old. But I turned 18 a couple months before we deployed, so that was fine. But they almost didn't let me go because I was too young. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Yeah, they almost didn't let me deploy. And but yeah, I turned 18. I went, but yeah, I was fresh, brand new 18 year old right there. Bro, I can't redo that dance, man. My body, I'm so goddamn old. See, I just turned 36, man. I just turned 36, chat. I'll try to recreate that damn dance. I'll fucking die, bro. I'll blow my goddamn hip out. Join as soon as I turned 17. Yeah, literally, I turned 17 in October, and obviously there was a waiting list to go to boot camp. So I joined literally October 16th. I think it was like 2 days. I had to wait for the weekend after my birthday. I signed the paperwork, and then I was doing the pulley program and like the pre-MEPS workouts and all that shit. And I joined, and I turned 17 in October, and I was left for the Marine Corps boot camp December, very beginning of December of 2006. Yeah, it was like December 3rd or something like that was my enlistment date. Is the Marines hard? I mean, back when I joined, it was tough. It wasn't easy. As for like what the Marine Corps is now, I couldn't tell you, dude. I got out in 2010. So, you know, we're talking like, I mean, I can tell you right now, the Army got easier as the years went on, and I've heard nothing but complaints about the Marine Corps too. So I think all of the branches of the military kind of softened up over the years, and a lot of things were warranted. You know, like the way we fight modern war, like a lot of this stuff. Like when I was in boot camp, guys, a lot of the stuff they train you on, a lot of stuff they teach you on, a lot of it was obsolete. I guess you could say, like, a lot of the training and the teaching was just obsolete. Like they were still doing bayonet training, like when I joined. You know what I mean? And then, like, granted, it's a lot of it's like based off traditions and things like that. But like we had legit bayonet courses. Like they spent a significant amount of time training us to fight with bayonets. And like, ain't nobody fixing fucking bayonets, dude. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody fixing bayonets, dude, anymore. Like that don't happen. A lot of warfare is fought so different. Just over the past like 25 years, war shifted and changed so much that even shit that I learned back when I joined is considered obsolete to this day. You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like it had to be hard back then because just it was different. Compared to now, like, you know, you can have guys who are not as hardcore in certain ways because, you know, war is just different. I couldn't even imagine what the Marine Corps has become, though, you know, recent years. It's probably not the Marine Corps I know, at least. Glubber, thank you so much for the membership, brother. Welcome to the fam, dude. Brits were fixing bayonets in Afghanistan. I mean, I've heard stories about guys going black on ammo and having to fix, but realistically, dude, like warfare is fought different. Like I'm trying to think of any combat situation, like most engagements, right, in Afghanistan take place 400 meters, like 200 to 400 meters. Like these guys are shooting at you from up in the mountains. They're shooting at you from a compound across the fucking, you know, a huge field and shit like that. Realistically, if I'm black on ammo and I fix a bayonet you got to still run up a mountain or run across the field. You're going to get mowed the fuck down before you even get to them. You know what I mean? So realistically, like fixing a bayonet, it's not like trench warfare anymore where you can kind of rush with groups of hundreds of guys and you get into the trenches and you're stabbing each other with bayonets and shit. Like, bro, they just mow your ass the fuck down before you even get to them, bro. They're shooting from so damn far away. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't see any practical situation where I'd fix a bayonet. I would fight with a bayonet, like a knife, but it would be more of like I would stay in a building and I would wait for the enemy to come to me and I would try to sneak attack them with the knife. But I'm not like charging across the fucking field with my damn rifle and a bayonet fixed to it, dude. Like get out of here, dude. That's stupid. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay in the buildings. I'm gonna wait until they approach and then just start like fucking stabbing dudes in the back of the neck and shit. Like slitting some jugulars. Like, I am not fixing no fucking bayonet, bro. That's crazy work. That's crazy work, dude. Have I ever ran into somebody with like a stolen valor situation? Yeah, of course. Yeah, the thing about it is stolen valor type situations, I feel like it's really, really easy. So if you didn't serve in the military, right? I feel like a lot of civilians who never served in the military, a lot of you guys might not have served. It's hard for you guys to kind of tell, you know what I mean? But you can ask any veteran in this chat. Like when you talk to somebody who's actually served in the military, who's actually done it, it's, you know, instantly if the person's bullshit. And it's so easy to tell. Like there's no hiding it from another service member. You know what I mean? Like if I was sitting here saying this shit, like, and guys, I know this guy, like you guys would instantly be like, bro, what the fuck? That's bullshit. Like, because like, and you'll know it instantly because I'll be sitting there talking to somebody. I'll be like, oh yeah, you know, like, yeah, I deployed. I'll be like, and guys, well, oh yeah, I deployed too. I'm like, oh, where'd you go? And they're like, oh, the Middle East. Okay, like, where'd you go? Were you Enduring Freedom, Operation Iraqi Freedom, like Iraq, Afghanistan, were you Saudi Arabia back in the 90s? Oh yeah, I was in Afghanistan. Or I was in Iraq. You'll hear that a lot. I was in Iraq. I'm like, oh, cool, dude. Like, what part of Iraq? Oh, I was like south. Okay, where, dude? Like, what Providence were you in? I was in Al Anbar, Providence. Like, so where you at? Like guys they're super vague with their answers. And you're just like, instantly you're like, bro, what the fuck are you like? Anybody that you're having a conversation with, you ask them, hey, where'd you serve? Oh, I was in Iraq. You're like, where were you at in Iraq? Oh, I was in Al Assad. I was in fucking Fallujah. I was in Ramadi. I was in this. I was at this OP. I was at this FOB. You know what I mean? Like guys would just be able to tell you where the fuck they were. You know what I mean? Like it's not hard to, like when I was in Iraq, I was in Fallujah, I was in Camp Fallujah. Then I went to Bahrain. When I was in Afghanistan, I was in Kandahar. I was in OP6. I was in OP7. I was in OP9. You know what I mean? I was at ANA Post 5. You know what I mean? Like there's like, you could just sit there and because you were there, you know what I mean? I was in Sandgan, I was in Marja, I was in Nowzad, I went through the Death Valley, I was at fucking Castle 6 over on the, like you could easily just sit there and tell people where you were, what you were, and then asking people what was your job. A lot of guys, you ask, hey, what was your job? Oh, I was infantry. Okay. And then you ask them, well, where'd you go to school? Yeah, I went to school in like Florida, dude. That's weird because all the infantry schools I know of are in the Carolinas, bro. Like, what do you mean? Where'd you go to basic? Fort Benning, Chad. If you're an Army infantry guy, you went to Benning. All right. Army infantry guys go to Fort Benning. That's just where they go. Pogues go to like Laxton Jackson. If you're a Marine, all Marines go to the same boot camp. But then you go to SOI in North Carolina. That's just where you go. I don't know if West Coast has their own SOI. They might. I'm not exactly sure. But we all have our SOI in North Carolina. But like you ask these dudes, hey, like where'd you go to school? They don't know where the fuck they went to school. They don't know what their MOS number is. Like you have MOS numbers, so 0311, you know what I mean? 0325. You got fucking 11 Bravos. You know what I mean? Like your MOS. You'll ask these dudes, they don't know that like Army guys. You see a lot with the guys pretend, oh, you were Army infantry. Like a lot of times you ask the Army guy, hey, what was your MOS? Oh, I was 11 Bravo. All right. Second, I hear somebody say, "Oh, I was 11 Bravo." I'm like, all right, yeah. Was Battle Drill 1 Alpha, dude? The guys be like squad attack. You know what I mean? Like you can I don't know. It's hard to explain, guys. But you talk to other veterans, it's so easy to spot guys who claim they served in the military and never did. It's like plain as day. Yeah, it's like I don't know. But a lot of people, like civilians, you know what I mean? Like, you guys just respect a lot of military people. You guys don't know. You don't know the questions to ask. You don't know the buttons to push, the pressure to put on. That's why, it's really, really, really easy to spot it, though. But I never understood why everybody wants to be infantry. Like, if I could go back and do it all over again, infantry sucks, chat. Like, infantry sucks. It is the worst job in the fucking military, bro. Like, when I got my Pogue job in the Army, dude, that was the best time I ever had in the motherfucking military. Like, the best time. And when you get out the military, you end up like me. Like, you literally end up like me. I got out of the military, okay? I was in the infantry, and I could become a cop, a security guard, and a police officer. That was it, Chad. That was, and you go for a job interview, and I put on my resume, yeah, I kill real good. Bro, nobody gives a fuck. Like it is a job skill that does not transfer to the civilian sector well at all. Unless you want to continue doing that job, that style job, being a mercenary, going and working for some like Blackwater, something like companies like that. Like, yeah, but if you want to get out of that lifestyle and actually make good money and do something with your life that's technical, you ain't got many fucking options, dude. It is the worst job of all time. Like when I would train new guys or we would have new guys coming through recruit command, they'd be, oh, I want to be infantry. And I'm like, no, the fuck you don't. Like, get a real job, bro. Get into something IT. Get into some avionics. Get into aviation. Get into fucking nuke. Get into like something. When you get out of the military, dude, you can get a job making 6 figures, bro, and not being a fucking security guard outside of a goddamn Walmart distribution center. Like, come on, bro. Like, it doesn't make any sense, dude. And like, if I could go back and do it all over again, I probably would have joined the Air Force. Got into some kind of avion. Like I know guys that were doing like aviation, like helicopter aviation, plane. They got jobs with like fucking all these different like aircraft companies and shit, making $200,000 a year, fucking working on helicopters and planes and shit. What? And here I am. I got out. I got my CDL and I could drive tractor trailers. Like that was it. Like that was success for me. I made it at that point. I was doing big things because I got my CDL, and that's a life of the infantry, man. Like you really, unless you just decide that that's the life you're going to live in, that you're going to stay in that forever. And even then, those jobs don't pay anything. I got out of the military, right? Had all this infantry training, and I was going to be a police officer. The police department that I wanted to get a job for, the starting pay at the academy was $36,000 a year. Once you graduated from the academy, I would have been making $42,000 a year, chat, as a full-time police officer in the city that I was applying for. 42 grand. Okay. After 5 years, max pay, once you maxed out, I think it was $63,000, was after 5 years at this department. That's how much money I would have made as a police officer. I got a job as a truck driver while I was doing all the prep for the academy and stuff. I started off making $72,000 a year driving tractor trailers. So I got to a point where they were like, oh yeah, academy's about to start. And I was like, yo, fuck this. I'm not going to be a cop. Like, I'm not going to be a cop. Fuck this, dude. Like at this point, this is back in 2016. So, all this bullshit was already starting to happen around the country with police officers and stuff like that. Anyways, I was like, yeah, I'm good, dude. I was like, I'm going to take a $30,000 pay cut, right? A $30,000 pay cut going from being a truck driver to being a cop. I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. And then I got too many tattoos, so I couldn't be a state trooper. The state troopers back then, they had you couldn't have any tattoos below the elbow. And I had too many tattoos, so I couldn't even become a state trooper. And state troopers made good money. They could make like $100,000 after like 5 years or something like that. But yeah, it was a shit show, guys. So I just stayed driving truck because it paid so well. And then, like I said, I busted my ass moving up through different companies, going accident free. I ended up getting a job with Walmart after getting 36 months of safe driving. I got a job at Walmart distribution, which is like creme de la creme truck driving. Believe it or not, like Walmart truck drivers, dude, we were making, I got up to like I was making like 90. I was making $90,000 a year driving truck for Walmart distribution. Now, granted, I was working 14 hours a day, 6 days a week. Oh, I was pushing my clock, I was working, chat. I was, I would try to get 3-4 stops done a day. I was hustling hard, but yeah, I was making $90,000 a year driving fucking truck for Walmart. Now it's way easier. Like the guys make more money. Like now dudes make like 120, 130,000. If you're like a CDT and stuff like that, you can make some fucking killer cash. My buddy right now that I came up with, I actually started working at Walmart first. He went there after. He's a CDT at Walmart truck driver right now. His ADP is his average daily pay is $717. Bro, I'm like, get out, bro. His average daily pay, $700 fucking dollars a day, dude. As a truck driver, man. Yeah, you can make some stupid money but you got to work, chat. You got to bust your ass. You know, a lot of guys don't want to. They don't want to push their clocks. You know, I mean, chat. There was moments where I would have to pull over on the side of the road and go to sleep because I literally had minutes on my clock. I literally had to do emergency where I would go over the 14 hours, and I'd have to call my dispatcher and be like, hey, you know, I tried to stop at this rest stop, but it was full, so I got to drive 50 miles down the road. So then you have to get an exemption in your fucking logs because I violated the 14 hours. So, because you ever get stopped by the fucking, the cops, dude, you got to explain that shit. So yeah, you keep it moving. I drive 50 more miles down the road. Now sleep in a rest stop. Oh, chat. But I would work literally every day, all day. I'd push my clock as far as so many nights I'd drive down to minutes left on the clock because that's how you get paid. The more stops you do and stuff like that, the more runs you do, the more you get paid. So that was the great thing about Walmart is it's like the more runs you do, the more you get paid per stop, per drop and hook. There's all these things that add up. So it's like every drop and hook, like every time you hook up a trailer, drop a trailer, you get like $15 or something like that. So you try to do as many drop and hooks as you possibly can. You try to do as many stops as you can. And yeah, I was working like a dog, chat, but I was making really good money. I was making really, really good money. And then that's why when I first started doing YouTube full time, I took a huge pay cut, guys. I took a huge pay cut. I went from making about $90,000 a year at Walmart to like a little over $60,000 with my military disability and my YouTube pay. I took a huge pay cut, but it was worth it. You know what I mean? Because now I got to be home with my family. And we prepared for it. You know, we knew the pay cut was coming, but I took a really big pay cut when I first started doing YouTube full time. Obviously, we're in a way better situation than we are now. But yeah, I barely make $80,000 as a diesel mechanic, but never. Yeah, truck driving, it's not for everybody. I know a lot of people aren't huge fans of it, but it pays good, man. If you get in with some good companies, it pays really fucking good. Glubber, holy fuck, bro, with the huge super chat, man. I'm 63 and retired, and you have more world experience than me. I enjoy building games. I appreciate it, dude. I appreciate you. Glubber, I mean, fuck, dude. I feel like everybody has, there's things in this world, man, that you would run circles around me, you know? I do feel like I'm a pretty seasoned individual, but nah, man. I guarantee you're special in your own right, dude. Retired is crazy, bro. 63 and retired? Oh. You could do 15-hour days in the UK? Whew. Yeah, we have the same thing in our truck's life. You have your computer system and it tracks your hours and stuff like that. So as soon as you violate, oh yeah, dude, it's fucking all red and this and this and that. That's why you got to call because there's exemptions. Like for instance, if you're saying, okay, if you plan your clock, this is how you can kind of game the system. If you plan your clock, okay, I got an hour and a half. There's a rest stop 40 minutes down the road. I'll make it there. I got plenty of time. Say you drive to that rest stop, you get there, but the rest stop's full. There's no parking. If there's no parking, there's no parking, dude. So at that point, you have to be like, okay, where's the next rest stop? So then you look at your map. Okay, there's another rest stop 50 miles down the thruway. So that's when you have to call. You say, hey, you call your dispatch. You say, listen, you know, I had an hour and a half left on my clock. I drove over here. There's no parking. There's nowhere for me to safely park. I need to go down to this next rest stop. And they'll give you an exemption. And that's when you put in the emergency exemption, you keep driving, you'll violate your clock, but you won't get in trouble for it. Cause yeah, DOT will fucking slay that ass. Shit, we had logbook, paper logs is where it's at, dude. Paper logs You could become a millionaire driving truck, dude. I worked for a company, McLean, and we were temporarily sent down to Jessup, Pennsylvania for like 6 months. But the trucks we had were rentals. So, and they didn't have the computerized logs. All of our shit was paper logs. So I was running 2 logbooks. Oh, dude, I was running 2 logbooks. Dude, when I tell you, I made so much motherfucking money when I was down there. Now, granted, it was the most unsafe, irresponsible thing you could ever do as a person. I mean, there was nights I would sleep for maybe an hour, like literally an hour. Me and my because we were team drivers. So me and my buddy Fred, I would drive. I'd sleep. I'd do, we'd do work all day. He would drive back. Right, I'd get maybe an hour and a half of sleep in the truck. We'd get out the truck, go in the hotel. We had to log into the hotel to show we were there. Sometimes we'd take a shower, maybe sleep for another hour. We were right back in the truck. I would drive out. He would sleep, and oh yeah, so unsafe, dude. But man, were we making fucking money. Oh my God, we were making some fucking killer cash down there. That was probably the best 6 months of my life, man. We were making so much money. So much money. But yeah, I just wasn't sleeping. Never slept. That's when my military training kicked in, man. That sleep deprivation. Yeah, fuck. There was a couple times, though, I would have to pull over. I'd be like, hey, dude, sorry, man. I got to stop for like an hour, bro. He's like, oh, it's all good. Pull over, fucking catch a nap. Yeah, it was a good time, but it was a fucking rough time too, man. I look back on that shit, I'm like, yo, how did I ever do that? Awesome, Pork. Thank you so much for the super chat, dude. I appreciate the birthday wishes, man. Yeah, I started doing YouTube in 2019. I started driving truck and I was doing YouTube at the same time. Yeah, I was doing them simultaneously. But when I first started, I wasn't doing YouTube full time. It was just like on the side. But yeah, no, I was driving truck and doing YouTube at the same time. These stories recounted herein are purely fictional and do not represent actual events. Thank you. Yeah. This is all hypothetical. We've officially streamed tonight for 14 hours and 12 minutes. And we hit our goal of 1,000 fucking members. We did it. Long day, guys. And this stream has been nothing but just chat. We've just been chatting the whole fucking time. And the fact that 2,253 of you guys are still listening to me blab is actually kind of amazing. Be honest, chat. How many of you guys get annoying when I get in a storytelling mode like this? I feel like I annoy so many of you guys. You guys are just like, shut the fuck up, dude. Nobody gives a shit. Play ATS. The American trucking game, just once. Maybe. You have the gift of the gab. Say I talk too fucking much, bro. Very unusual in how fast you grow. Secret, it just kind of depends, man. Because I know guys who have grown way faster than me. You know what I mean? One of them, yeah, let me actually see. One of them is Private Lime. Lime and me there was one point in our YouTube careers where me and Private Lime were only about 5,000 subscribers apart. I think I had about 10,000 subscribers and he had about 15,000 subscribers. Private Lime currently has 266,000 subscribers and I am at like 160 something. So he has literally 100,000 more subscribers than me. And me and him, like I said, we were pretty close to size. Nurse was another one. A lot of the Zomboid streamers, There was a lot of them that blew the fuck up. Yeah, like I grew pretty fast in some regards, but there was other guys, man, they fucking took off, dude. Yo, Lime is my dude, man. Yeah, Lime is I watch Private Lime all the time, dude. Absolutely. Trust me, I know why that guy is amazing. His storytelling, the stories that he builds in Zomboid, the challenges that man does, yo, he's so fucking entertaining. He is so entertaining, dude. Yeah, Private Lime is a great content creator. He is so good. Runs laps around me, dude. The fucking dude is amazing. His scripts, his storytelling, he's top tier. If you guys ever want to watch a great Project Zomboid content and somehow do not know who Private Lime is, dude, go check him out. Yeah. The dude he's the real fucking deal, man. He has, I don't know. He probably has the best Project Zomboid content on the internet. Like I can't think of anybody that does it better than him. He's probably the best Zomboid creator there ever was. Cam with the super chat. Yo, thank you so much. Happy birthday. Can you get the granny you poked in the eye as a special guest? Oh my God. It was some random lady from a fucking estate sale, dude. Whatever happened to Congrex's Prime? I don't know, actually. Me and him had a little situation where he accused me of like stealing his content ideas or some shit. Yeah, I don't fucking know. It was a whole beef between me, him, and a bunch of other small content creators because I started blowing up and they felt like I wasn't doing enough for them and they felt betrayed and jealousy kicks in, envy, you know how it is. And yeah, they like set me up on a Discord call one day. I got in there. They all ambushed me it was like a fucking shit show, dude. But nah, Prime was a good guy, man. He did a lot for me when I was coming up. Yeah, he did a lot for me when I was coming up early on. And it was a shame, you know, that me and him kind of fell out. But that's kind of how it is with YouTube, man. It's like you kind of, when you're coming up with other people, right, and you're all roughly the same size, and then somebody like kind of breaks out, and like, you know, at that point, it's like you kind of want to, you know, everybody's looking at you to kind of bring them with you. And I tried, you know, I was shouting them out. I was, you know, telling people to sub, but the thing is, as you get bigger and bigger and bigger, and they're still kind of stagnant, they start looking at you like they almost expect you to turn your channel into an advertisement for them. And it's like, listen, bro, like I got you, you know, I'm doing shout outs every now and again. I'm helping you. I'm trying to plug you here and there, but I'm not going to turn my channel into an advertisement for your fucking channel. Like that's like, I get it, bro. We're boys, you know what I mean? We're trying to help each other out, but that's not what we do, you know? And they weren't cool with that, you know? And there's only so much you can do for somebody else. A lot of small content creators live and die by shout outs. They live and die by them, chat. And I try to tell people, even when I did like how I came up as a YouTuber, I always try to explain to people like shout outs aren't what you think. Like look at my wife's channel, for instance. She is my wife. All right. The person I go to bed with every night, the mother of my children. All right. We share finances. We share a home. Like, and I have done shout outs. I have done raids. I have done everything for her channel. I have 168,000 subscribers. She's only got a couple thousand. So if I can't get her channel to grow, what the fuck makes you think I'm going to be able to do it for you, bro? Like, you know, it's not how it works. Like shout outs don't work how people think. It's like, yes, I can point people into the direction of your channel, but most people are not going to do it. If I say, hey, everybody go subscribe to this person. If I tell 100,000 people to do that, you might get lucky and get 50, bro, that actually do it because that's not what they're here for. They're like, you know what I mean? Like they're here to watch. So a lot of people don't even give a shit about me. They just want to watch me play a game. You know what I mean? So it's like, But people don't understand that. Now, unless you get shouted out by like somebody stupid big and you really do a good job, because you can capitalize on shout outs and make the most of them, but you need to get shouted out by like somebody stupid big, like millions and millions of subscribers. That way you go from like if somebody with 1,000 subs, right, gets shouted out by somebody with 40 million subs, there's a good chance 50, 60, 70,000, maybe 100,000 people will actually do what that person said. Yeah, that's life-changing. You know, you're going to go from having 1,000 subs to 100,000 subs like that. Someone like me at my size, I might be able to get you a couple hundred people at most. You know what I mean? But yeah, I always tell people, don't rely on shout-outs anyways, because I am super proud of what I've done with my channel. I don't ever have to look back and think like, oh, I owe this person. You know, you never want to feel indebted to another person. Like, you don't want your channel, the only reason why your channel even exists is because of this person. Like, I don't want that. Like, I built this shit myself with my own 2 hands. You know, I fucking put in the time. I put in the effort. And I always tell people, do the same thing for your own. You know what I mean? Like, do the same thing for your own channel. Build that shit, because at the end of the day, you're gonna at the end of it, you're gonna have something you love that you put together that you appreciate. You know what I mean? And not something that somebody else gave to you. Because I promise, when shit hits the fan, those people will always bring that shit up. They'll always bring that shit up. Yeah, and then say you and that person have a fallout, kind of like me and these other people did. You share viewers, right? So say one day me and Cryptic Fox, I love Cryptic, but it never happened. Dude's chill as fuck. But like, say one day me and Cryptic Fox have beef, right? We get into it. And I'm like, fuck you, you're an asshole. And he's like, fuck you, you're American. Shut the fuck up. You know, we're going back and forth. And he's talking about maple syrup and I'm talking about cheeseburgers, you know, and we just fucking, we hate each other, right? And so what's going to end up happening is now me and Cryptic, we have this super integrated community, right? Like, my viewers are his viewers and his viewers are my viewers. What's going to end up happening is obviously that beef is going to be well known by people. So then what's going to happen? You're going to have people that go team maple syrup, right? And then you have people that go team cheeseburger. And now you're going to fragment your community. You're going to fragment friendships. Oh, and it's going to create a really, really nasty situation. So that's why it's like, it's super hard. And I always tell people, you gotta stay, like, having friends on YouTube is one thing, but like depending and relying on these people, like it's slippery, because some people will step all over you to succeed. Cryptic, Floppy, like, there's a lot of guys, you know, Dust Hound, there's a lot of guys that are really cool that I don't have to worry about that. Like, they're just genuinely good guys. But some people, man, yo, they will fucking walk all over you to get to the top, bro. They'll be like, fuck you, you know, just step on your back. But yeah, it's also, you know, one of those things you can get into a really, really nasty situation when your communities are super intertwined, and then say you and that person have a fallout. Yeah, Dusty's a great dude. Now, I've been lucky, man. My content creator friends that I've made over the years have, you know, like, we got Calvin, we got fucking Cryptic, we got Floppy, we got Dusty, we got George. Like, I've made some really Guru. I've made some really, really good friends over the years. Guys are just cool as fuck, you know. And but yes, I've also had some people that, you know, it didn't work out too well with. T-Swag, we did a lot of gameplay. So this was the second stream. All right. So the first stream, this is part 2. Part 1, if you want to watch all the gameplay from today, make sure you go click on part 1. We did a lot of games today. I think we played like 7, 8 different games. And then this stream here, I fired up. This was kind of just us trying to accomplish this bad boy right here, making the goal happen. And we ended up getting stuck talking for the past 2.5 hours. Lugar, hey, you have a great night. I didn't rig the vote, and I did the vote twice, chat. I did the vote twice. I did the vote twice. Nah, 15 hours is a long time. Yeah, I'm gonna. We hit the goal. We could end the stream at any moment. I think I'm gonna do that though, guys. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna go get some fucking sleep, stretch and rest up, and then tomorrow we'll be back at it again. After 14 and a half hours. 14 and a half hours, chat. But I want to say thank you so much, guys, for the love, for the support, for today. The fact that this even happened is wild. We actually hit over 1,000 new channel members today. Collectively across both streams, we had like over 3,000 likes. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go though. We're going to end this. Sebastian, happy early birthday, man. We'll be back tomorrow. Not exactly sure what time I'm going to start. We'll see how I feel first thing in the morning. We'll see how I feel, and we'll kind of go from there. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with some car dealer sim and probably some Ghost of Yotai. That's the plan. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. And yeah, I want to say thank you guys again for everything. I really appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. Make sure you guys smash that like button on your way out. If you are new to the channel and somehow sat through this 2.5 hour talk and you're not subscribed, that's weird. Subscribe. There's no way, dude, you could not be subscribed to the channel and listen to this for 2.5 hours. This is impossible, dude. Right, chat? It's impossible, dude. Ain't no way. That's weird, bro. Nah, for real, though. I appreciate you, though. I love you guys. Make sure you get that good sleep. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.